Hey, and welcome to Can Rants number 16, where my ultimate can rant here. Here we go. We're going to talk about the biggest crybaby bitch I've ever seen on the internet. That's right, Chuck Wendig. Never have I met someone, well, not met someone, seen someone is a better term. I haven't actually talked to this guy. I don't think I ever would want to. I've never seen someone that is such a gigantic baby because someone didn't like his book. He wrote the book Aftermath, which by many is considered the worst Star Wars book ever written. That's right, people. This guy has officially outdone Dawn of the Jedi, Into the Void, Red Harvest, and Heir to the Jedi. He's made the worst Star Wars book. Personally, I read a little bit of it, and I didn't like it, because it was written in the present tense. But this is what he's saying. He's saying that since we don't like his book, we must hate gay people. That's right. He's using that cop-out. That's like saying, I didn't like the first Force Awakens trailer because there's a black stormtrooper. It's like saying I'm a racist because there was a black stormtrooper in the Force Awakens trailer, and I happen to not like the Force Awakens trailer. It doesn't matter that I didn't care there was a black stormtrooper or not. It had to do with the fact that I had no idea what the trailer was even about, except for it was Star Wars. Might as well call me a honky devil then, because if you're acting that way, then you're truly the biggest ignorant person I've ever met. But Chuck Wendig, he takes the cake. And I've dealt with lots of dense, fucking stupid people before, like, Mr. Rebzion, the AVGN fan base, iJustine. I mean, the list goes on of people that I've had to deal with over the last 5 years that are awful. And this guy is just the worst. Attacking people who don't agree with him, just saying absolute obscenities that if we don't like his book, we're the fucking empire. That's a quote. People don't like his book, of fucking empire. He overall just being an incredibly psychotic crybaby. I mean, dude, I'm sorry that your book fucking sucks. I am. I'm sorry that you decided to write in the present tense for a book that takes place a long time ago in a galaxy far, far away. I don't give two fucks if there were gay characters in Star Wars. There's been gay characters in Star Wars before. Like, Lords of the Sith has a gay character. There were gay characters in Legacy of the Force. I mean, there's been all sorts of gay characters. But no. His gay characters are the only gay characters. He says that everyone's just prejudiced against his gay characters. I mean, granted, he did find the whopping 2 Amazon reviews that claim that Disney was spreading their gay agenda. He found the whopping 2 out of, I don't know, the hundreds of others. Whether they were good or bad, which the good ones, fucking laughable, some of them. A book saying, it was great. That's not really a review. That's your opinion on something. Why is it great? Or, good book. I mean, at least with the negative reviews for the most part, it was people actually explaining why they didn't like the book. So, yeah. Wonderful. It's so great that Disney decided to give him a fucking trilogy of books. Yeah, that's right. Chuck Wendig has like a trilogy of Journey to Force Awakens books. So we get to read more present tense trash coming from him. Although I don't know if they'll just cancel the second 2 books, because, my lord, this one is horribly received. I mean, granted, he should be laughing to the bank because it's the best new canon book and really well selling overall. Star Wars book ever. He's made a lot of money. Just tons of people bought this thing. I mean, it was shoved down their throats for so long, and people were just like, oh, I gotta read Aftermath. It's going to, change things. It's just a new thing. It's the never-told story after Return of the Jedi. Those dumbasses. I mean, have you not heard of Truce of Bakora or the Thrawn trilogy? Like a whole bunch of the books on my bottom shelf that takes place right after Return of the Jedi. I mean, let's name a few. We got Truce of Bakora there. Courtship of Prince. Fuck it. We're gonna go take a tour over here. We're gonna take a tour to my very messy shelf. Let's see. So, Truce of Bakora takes place the day after the Return of the Jedi. Courtship of Princess Leia takes place, I think, a few years afterwards. Planet of the Twilight, Crystal Star, Spectre of the Past, Visions of the Future. Oh, you don't want Bantam? Here, I'll give you some Dell right here. Let's go, Luke Skywalker in the Shadows of Minor. Vector Prime. I mean, the Dark Tide duology, Agents of Chaos duology, and the list goes on. We're not even going to get into the comic books here, people, but really, how can you be so ignorant about things like this? I mean, are you that dense? Is that fucking stupid? I mean, sweet Jesus. But some of these people must be, because they're blindly following this fucking asshat named Chuck Wendig around, licking his asshole and stuff. I mean, if you want to lick someone's asshole, that's your personal business. I don't give a fuck about that. I'm meaning figuratively, they've been brown-nosing this motherfucker, like agreeing with his stuff, and it's just like you're following some sort of fucking sociopath. I mean, you guys should really read some of his tweets. He at least needs to go to anger management. See, I almost vomited in my mouth just talking about this. It's just so fucking disgusting. I'm fucking baffled at this point. I'm baffled that this Chuck Wendig guy even gets work. I mean, he acts like a giant asshole about things. I mean, I wouldn't want to employ him. He's a mouthy ass on Twitter. I mean, that's his own business. But I mean, when you're essentially self-employed as an author, you really should clean up your act and act a little classy on the internet. I mean, it's my job to be an asshole. That's my job on here, And then my job outside of YouTube, I don't even mention I go on YouTube and I make videos. It's two separate things. But you write, and like your publishers look at it and stuff. I mean, they have to. I mean, they probably follow you on Twitter. I wonder what Disney has to say about this. They should really release a press statement saying what their opinion is of this whole Chuck Wendig making an ass of himself. I mean, financially, he did well. I'm not going to argue that. Aftermath's, the numbers are in. It's one of the best-selling Star Wars books of recent years. It's just done extraordinarily well. What I'm saying is this guy is the biggest crybaby on the planet. Arguing with people, crying over because people didn't like his book. And let's give my verdict here. I really like this sounder. And then it does the big one. Here we go. That's it. Bottom line here, people. This guy is the biggest cunt on the planet. And for some reason, people actually follow him on Twitter, which I don't fucking understand. I'm not saying don't follow him on Twitter. I'm just saying, really think about who you follow on your social media, because you might just be fucking following some cunt and giving him like some sort of I don't know, self-esteem boost so he can make more of a jackass out of himself. Anyway, guys, see you later, fuckers.